Welcome back to the RDS show. This is the Reed DuPont show. We got a good one in store for y'all today. Today's episode. It's deer season. Deer season has officially arrived here in Texas, here in South Texas. Guys, prime time is here. It is here. All that spring preparation, all that summer preparation, all that, you're putting up trail cams, you're putting up blinds, you're clearing new spots, you're fighting mosquitoes, you're fighting the summer heat. It's all past us. All that hard work hopefully will all pay off. Maybe you already got a buck on the ground. I went down this past weekend and I was chasing after a couple target bucks and management bucks. We're chasing after them. It felt great to get back in the blind. I did a hunt with my brother, then I did a hunt by myself. And just not just seeing these trail camera pics coming in, but actually going and sitting in the blind and seeing these deer in person is what it's all about at the end of the day. Hey, it's the best time of the year. We're back. I'm curious. Have y'all gotten a deer? Let me know. Drop your comments down below. What did it score? If you're chasing after a target buck, or maybe a freaking giant, let me know. Let me know what y'all are doing, what state y'all are hunting, and what's y'all's status on your end of things. So we got all of our blinds up. I bought 4 more pop-up blinds, put them out this past weekend. I've already had the stands already built that I did over the summer. Got the last 4 pop-up blinds set up. I put up a tree stand and I put up a dual tripod stand onto these big oaks. Put a cam on it this past weekend. Had a giant, I'll throw him up there, that came up. Absolute giant, guys, wide freak. Awesome spot. We're all set to go down to D-Tex, Whitetails, and Exotics. And guys, like, we talk about this all year long, right? And officially be here, it's what it's all about. This is what we plan for, what we prep for all year long for that October, November, December, January. So that's where we are in terms of hunting side of things. If y'all have food plots, time to get your food plots out. We are planning our food plots. We got 2 food plots that we're doing this year. We're doing winter peas, we're doing sesame, and then we're doing radish and turnips. 2 different fields. And guys, those are a hit. Highly recommend doing that. First of all, just for the nutrition for the deer, but also, drawing deer in, especially in that late season, that rut, when their bodies, those big bucks, their bodies start, they start losing weight because they're chasing after does, so they need some high nutrition, high protein. That food plots can be handy for them. But we're doing food plot, putting our food plots out this week, next week, and those are gonna grow and they'll be ready to hunt in like first part of December. So also y'all will see this on the YouTube video that I dropped later this week, but I'll show you some of my pictures of the blinds we set up. This pictures of a pop-up blind and then the 5-6 foot tower stand that we built on top, made of all wood 2x6s. Highly recommend it. Get yourself off the ground a little bit. Gets you away from snakes, spiders, the brush, and then get your scent off the ground and just have more elevation. You can see stuff from a long ways away. So highly recommend that. Those came out really great. While we're at it, I'll show you some of the other management bucks that we'll be targeting this year. I'll throw some of these guys up here. A lot of them are just basket bucks or short time bucks, or they don't have much mass. So the way I look at it when I'm looking at a management buck is they gotta have at least 2 out of the 3, right? So what do I mean 2 out of the 3? Well, these are the 3 things the 3 different options, right? You got to have mass, you got to have width, or you got to have tine length. Mass, width, tine length, right? Those are the 3. If you don't have 2 out of the 3, I consider you a management buck. So let's say there's a buck that's just wide. He's 27 inches wide, right? He's got the width, but he's got 5-inch tines, right? And he has no mass. He has, let's say 2 inches of mass per section. He qualifies as a management buck because he only has 1 out of the 3, right? Same thing. Let's say you had a buck that had freaking 15-inch tines, right? But he's basket buck inside the ears, right? And he has no mass, but he has 15-inch tines. I consider that a management buck. Now, if you have 2 out of the 3, if you're wide and you have mass, short tines, you're gonna be a big buck. Or if you have mass, short tines, but you're a basket, you're gonna be a big buck. So that's what I consider a management buck when I'm doing my thought process, when I'm aging these deer, guys, look at their face, look at their eyes. They got a long nostril. There's a guarantee that they're going to be a younger deer. Look at their hocks, the back of their legs. Super black, super brown. It could be an older deer. Other things to look for, their back. If their back is straight, most likely a younger deer. If it's got a big old bend in it like that, more likely an older deer. So those I would say those are basically the three things. Also their legs. If they got shorter, stubbier legs, they're going to be an older deer. So those are just things, especially their face, their legs, their hocks, their upper back. And then, guys, if you have a deer that's freaking just a beefcake, 300-pound buck, I guarantee he's going to be an older deer. So those are just things to look at. It gets really difficult when the rut happens because these deer, they get all puffed up, their necks get big, and they're kind of nasty looking, right? So these 2-year-old, 3-year-old bucks that are first time in the rut, they're going to look like they're 4, 5, 6-year-old deer that you might think, oh, they're shooters, they're older deer, but it's just because it's the rut. So you really got to watch out for that. But other than that, guys, like it's I'm not gonna say easy, but it's, if you look at the different points I just said, you'll be able to see if a buck's old enough to take. So that's always fun when trying to age in deer. It's always a challenge. It's a challenge, even if you've seen deer throughout your entire life. Having trail cameras up help that a lot. You can look, oh, I saw this buck in 2024. I saw this buck in 2025. You might have a picture of a buck past 4 or 5 years, like, oh, guys, I can literally prove it right here. This buck's 6 years old. So having trail cam picks up, it really helps in terms of being able to age these deer as well. Especially when you got all these deer, you got 20, 30, 40, 50, however many deer you got cruising through your property, you can get stuff mixed up in your head. I created like a targetless hunt, like a wanted board. Literally, when I get a game camera picture that comes in, print it out, my small printer, tack that thing on the board, and he's on the wanted list. So that's my way in keeping these bucks organized and management to say. So last but not least, if you're not following the YouTube, follow the YouTube. It's Reed DuPont on YouTube. We're going to be posting a lot of content on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Deer season's here, best time of the year, and I hope y'all get a big buck. I'm hoping to get a big buck as well. Probably more towards like December, January when it gets colder. But this is just a little recap, introducing the season. Very excited, exciting time. My favorite time of the year. We got football, we got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and deer season and cold weather all combined into one big bowl. So appreciate y'all watching the video. Subscribe if you have not, and I'll see y'all in that next episode. Peace.